Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Tea with JoJo. I think my husband and his best friend are secret lovers. So I and my husband have been married for 5 years, but we've been together for a pretty long time. He had this best friend, let's call him Rick. They've known each other since they were 12. Needless to say, they go way back. At first I thought their friendship was normal. From time to time his sister would joke to me that her brother was gay and his boyfriend is Rick. She did this a lot during the beginning of my husband and I's relationship, but I thought she was being an annoying teen who just didn't like her brother's girlfriend. My husband and Rick would hang out together. They would go to bars, parties, and even when we moved to the States after getting married, him and Rick would still call each other and talk for hours about everything. The same topics I find interesting, he would barely scratch the surface with me, but with Rick, he shows interest and he discusses it on a long term, talking about it for hours. Sean and Rick even share a bank account. Oh, wow. When I asked Sean about it, he said that they did this so that they could do real estate together. They want to buy a house and rent it out. They spent months doing this together, and when my husband would visit his family house in our home state, him and Rick usually go to visit houses together for their potential business. During the pandemic, I started an online business and my husband criticized me for it, saying that I was wasting money and that e-commerce was not good. But then Rick starts an online business and my husband promotes his site, buys his products. Funny enough, Rick's business didn't last and I gave up on mine since I had zero support. But Rick's business lasted way longer than mine because of the overwhelming support he had from my husband. Rick has a girlfriend now. She's great, but I noticed that he always talks about her body and her cons to my husband and they gossip about it. Rick says that he is with this girl because she makes life easy for him. In quotes, she has money. And my husband supports his behavior. Rick barely takes her out or plans nice things for her. But when he and my husband are together, they go to the most expensive cocktail lounges, they rent out expensive boats and vehicles to spend the day together with each other. When I go on vacations and plan with my husband, he penny pinches. But with Rick, he goes all out. Rick's girlfriend talked to me on the phone one day when he and my husband were on their weekly phone call, and she said something. She said, sometimes I think that my husband was a girl and they were together. Why am I still with him? I have mentally checked out and have been planning to leave. Since my husband and I have never actually had a chance to follow through on things like buying a home together or having a wedding reception, every year it is, don't worry, we'll do it next year. And when I try to save for it, he always finds something better that we could put the money to. Yet he still has a joint account with Rick that's enough to put down a down payment for a house. I really do think they are in love with each other, but they are clearly in denial and don't want to go through the road of not being accepted by their families. I love my husband and I always will, but I hate this feeling like I am not always actually his wife. There are other things as well, but let me end here. It is quite possible that they are in love with each other, but they don't want to come out from the closet. And most of the time, people like this tend to cover up by having spouses of the opposite sex, girlfriends of the opposite sex. They use it as a cover. So do more investigations, and if you feel like you're not married, you feel like you're alone, you feel like he is with someone else, he's with Rick, you can as well opt for a divorce. Or what do you guys think? Don't forget to leave your opinions in the comment section, like and share this video, and if this is the first time you're coming across this page, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is Tea with JoJo.